Hello everyone, this is Ilias Leonidas, and welcome to our very first What If Scenarios video. For this first video, we have the Byzantine Empire, and the what if scenario is, what if the Byzantine Empire, along with the Crusaders, had won at the Battle of Varna against the Ottoman Empire. This video will be the first of a series, posing the question, what if in a certain situation had occurred, how would that have affected things differently within its given game and its historical relevance to our real-world history. With the defeat of the Ottoman Empire at the Battle of Varna, in our scenario of what if, we have a drastically different EU4 map. Some of the standouts of this much weakened Ottoman Empire map consist of an independent Bulgaria, a strengthened Byzantine Empire, the strengthening of several Turkish beyliks, along with the emergence or re-emergence of several other of them, with Karaman and Jumayan standing out as two of the strongest Turkish beyliks. For a more in-detailed breakdown of all these new and severely expanded factions within the scenario, check out the previous video. Before we begin, I'll give out my favorites, or the ones I think will do the best in this scenario. Obviously the Byzantine Empire, as this is their video. I didn't make them too strong, so we'll see how well they do, but I think they'll do pretty well. Karaman, I think is probably the favorite Turkish beylik. And Bulgaria, I really think they have a good shot of eating up some of their neighbors and expanding, since they have just gained their independence in this scenario. So to start the scenario off right away, Venice starts at war with Serbia. This is 1 year after our hypothetical victory at Varna. And we see Venice starting to take large swaths of Serbia and parts of Bosnia. And then we have Karaman, however you end up pronouncing that, invading a smaller Turkish beylik to its north, along with apparently its ally, the AQ. Don't know how to pronounce that name. We have a Karaman victory with their AQ allies against that other Turkish beylik, with the Ottoman Empire getting a weird one province out of the whole thing. Oh, and here we have a Wallachian invasion of Bulgaria, and oh my goodness, Wallachia just crushed the Bulgarian forces. It's not looking good for my little favorite. Karaman and AQ tag teaming another poor little Turkish beylik, along with Wallachia finishing off my poor little Bulgaria. It's really not looking good for them. Along with, those are some Athens troops I see, and Epirus. It appears that the Byzantines are going after some of that Greek land. And oh no, down goes my baby boy Bulgaria. We have a very, very thick Wallachia. They somehow managed to take all of the provinces in this peace deal. Yep, the Byzantines have occupied all of Epirus. Looks like they're going to be eating them up and almost taking all of the Greek lands. And we have, I'm gonna guess those are Greek rebels as well, on Venice's territory in Macedonia. It'll be very interesting to see if they end up taking care of those rebels or not. If not, that land will go back to the Byzantines. Anatolian side, we have, a rather large amount of rebels in Jumayan. Be interesting to see whose rebels, or what the rebels are. They're Ottoman rebels, and that land just converted back to Ottoman-held territory. That's very interesting, because Jumayan had cores on all of that land. And we see the Ottomans declare war, and here's the corresponding peace results. Jumayan no longer exist, and the Ottomans are starting to look powerful, and then like they're maybe going to reform. So for about 3 years here, we have nothing major really going on. Just a bunch of rebel uprisings. The Bulgarians tried to reclaim their independence, but that was just crushed by Wallachia. And we did have the Greek rebels in Macedonia successfully rebel and reverted the province back to the Byzantines. So now the Byzantines have completely reclaimed all of mainland, would be modern day Greece. We have Serbia here invading the Ottomans' sole European province, and this might be a really smart move because the Ottomans won't be able to get to them, along with the Bosnian allies right behind them. Oh my goodness! Did the Byzantines just give the Ottomans access? Why would they do that? They just gave the Ottomans access, and now the Ottomans and Serbians are fighting, and oh no, the Ottomans just caught the Serbians before the Bosnians could arrive, and oh no, they just caught the Bosnians. Well, it turns out that the Byzantines are rivaled with both the Ottomans and Serbia. So they apparently hate them both equally, so they willingly gave the Ottomans access to get rid of two enemies, apparently. And we see the just utter occupation of Serbia, and this leads to a absolutely disgusting peace deal. Uh, I don't know what to say about this. I guess maybe the Ottomans are going for some historical accuracy of having both holdings in Anatolia and in Europe, but yeah, it's some really disgusting border gore, and it's not connected either. Ottomans, stop! This game wasn't meant for you. This was the Byzantines game. If only somebody could save the Balkans and Anatolia from the revenge of the Ottomans. And Wallachia to the rescue to remove the kebab. Things are looking really good for them. They have, blocked off the Ottomans from entering into Europe, and they're occupying all the Ottomans' European territory. I don't sure how the Ottomans are gonna actually effectively fight these two, since they'll be blocked off from Europe probably for most of this war. Off the only territory that the Ottomans could effectively attack, the one Byzantine province in Anatolia, has a ton of rebels on it. Karaman, along with their AQ allies, sense some weakness in the Ottomans, and they have just declared war on them. So now the Ottomans are fighting two different wars on two fronts, and with two strong coalitions of two. I'm not sure how they're gonna get out of this now. Looking like the end for the Ottomans. All their territories occupied, and their army, oh my goodness, it's not on screen, but their army just got wiped out by a bunch of rebels in QQ, the neighboring country to AQ. And the Ottomans, they're done. We have our peace deal. The Byzantines actually took nothing out of it. Wallachia took 3 provinces in Serbia, and the Karaman AQ alliance. Karaman got 2 provinces, one to finish off that little northern area, and then Ankara in the center of Anatolia. Whoa! Oh! What is that? Oh my goodness! An army from Kandar, the northern Turkish Beylik, is actually invading the Ottoman territory. They must still be at war with the Ottomans, and oh my gosh, the Ottomans have no more troops. Kandar absolutely crushed it. They just defeated the Ottomans, and they successfully removed kebab more than the Byzantines or Wallachia or any other of the European Christendoms. I, I mean, can you remove kebab if you're also a Turkish beylik, or you become the new kebab, maybe? It's 1470, and we have a very interesting world map going on. We have the Byzantines, as expected, taking over all of Greece and a little bit of Anatolia, kind of reclaiming some of their power. Karaman, kind of the expected big boy of the Turkish Beyliks, still big and still strong, probably the strongest of all the Turkish Beyliks, along with surprisingly a lot of the other Turkish beyliks still surviving, like Aden, Jeremiah, and Menteis, I believe. And we have an interestingly shaped Georgia over there, Imereti as well. Nothing else too drastically different except for our two biggest surprises of this what if scenario, and that has to easily be Wallachia with its surprise eating of Bulgaria, and then its victory against the Ottomans again, the northern part of Serbia. Wallachia is looking big, and oh my gosh, our hero, our surprise star of the what if scenario, Kandar, coming in late and absolutely crushing the Ottomans. They actually didn't fully remove them. The Ottomans are back to being just a one little tiny province, but Kandar looks, Kandar looks thick, and they look gorgeous. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. If you liked it, please make sure to leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. There will always be more content. Along with that, if you have any suggestions on any type of what if scenarios you'd like to see, leave them in the comments down below. I would really appreciate, and I would really like specifically comments with smaller scale conflicts. I like doing a little bit of regional simulations. I think those are a lot more funner and a lot more interesting than these huge global ones, because they just become an entire blob by the end of it. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and ciao for now.